Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. Today we're back with a new reaction and today we're finally continuing the Dreamcatcher discography reactions as we finally check out the second Dreamcatcher mini album, Nightmare Escape: The Era, which was originally scheduled to be recorded and uploaded around 2 weeks ago, but then the strike happened, so I had to push everything back a little bit, but now it's finally time for this and I'm very excited for this, so excited that I'm even trying out a new hairstyle today. You can gladly tell me if it looks better than usual, but either way that's not the point here, because the point is this mini album, Nightmare Escape: The Era, which title track you and I we've reacted to already as well. You can check that out in the top right corner. Love that song, love the music video, which even gets me more excited for this mini album, because thus far every B-side I've checked out from Dreamcatcher has always been something special, that has always been high quality, even those songs that aren't usually my type, you know, the ballads and all that kind of stuff. And besides those, most B-sides have even landed in my playlists, whether it's Poison Love and Wind Blows or Wake Up as example. Dreamcatcher B-sides really have something unique about them. And today we got, as always, the intro, we got Mayday, we got Witch's Star and Scar to check out, and we will be doing that right now, which means let's stop the talking and let's start the reacting. Dreamcatcher's second mini album, Nightmare Escape: The Era. Enjoy. And as always, with the Dreamcatcher mini albums, we're kicking things off with the already mentioned intro, which is in this case Inside Outside. And usually these intros are there to give a glimpse, to give a feeling and a perspective of how this album is going to sound like. And we've already listened to You and I, the title track, and that was rather bright. The verses were a bit more brighter, sounded a bit more clearer, and we only really got the typical Dreamcatcher anime vibes with the guitar elements in the chorus. But also that, like mentioned, rather bright sounds and instrumentals. So let's see how this intro is going to look like, how it's going to feel like. Let's get into this. Inside Outside intro. Okay. Sounded like a roar. This sounds really epic. You know, like when you're ready to go to war, when you're ready to go to battle. I mean, kind of fits the name Escape: The Era. Like a mission is going to take place, okay? Guitar coming in there in the background. Okay. I love this because I've always mentioned in these reactions I'm a big EDM fan of just instrumental music in general. This has a great vibe to it. Starts pretty epic and now goes a bit more groovy. This really suits the Fly High as well. Fly High also had this idea with Jiu trying to cleanse Hihio who's being possessed. So it's basically a mission they have to do. And the intro really suits that vibe. Okay. The intro already gives a good glimpse at how the album is going to sound like, and I really like it. I like the EDM that was being involved here, the guitar being rather subtle in the background. This guitar was also not the main focus in the title track as well, because there was really just within the chorus. So yeah, Inside Outside, that was a good intro. As always, Dreamcatcher intros are always fun to listen to, and I think this was a great intro as always. Continuing things with the first actual B-side of the mini album, which is Mayday. And we're here back with a lyric video. I know from other B-side ranges already that some of them may be flawed and not always 100% correct, but they still have to at least give the idea of how the lyrics are like. So even if a sentence is not entirely correct in those, this is still the best way for me to explore and experience these B-sides, because just the audio is still always... I always want to know what's going on within the song, so these are still definitely the best thing for me to do. And I know that Mayday has a special clip as well, but I will be figuring something out with these special clips in the future anyways. We have many solo special clips as well, not just for group songs and B-sides, so all will be coming in the future definitely. But now we are focusing on Mayday, the first B-side of Nightmare Escape: The Era. Let's stop the talking, let's start the reacting. Okay, quick piano. Oh, Dreamcatcher uses so much piano in the songs that I love it. It's easily my favorite instrument there is. Okay. An intro. Intro to the song, okay. but a bit brighter, you know. Okay, Hyun. I like the little guitar break in the middle. A quick pacing here, quick switch up to real lyrics from the members. I like the way she sing and pronounce the words there. Alright, I'm already in love with the details of the song. This is the classic. You always have one of those. Wind blows, wake up, now Mayday. These have these big anime vibes to them. I love it. Oh, nice. Dami rap. Oh, a bit softer. Bit softer rap, okay. But then metal gets harder. Ah, some nice drums too. Oh, so much details here. I love how here in the pre-chorus they do this flow with one word after another. This is exactly my vibe. The vocals are on point as well, the energy matches too. Ah, this is so good! Just like in Windblow's chorus, just like in the... Okay, a bit softer again. Okay, here in vocals. All the vocals, all the voices. What is soft? What a switch? And then out of nowhere! Yeah, that was an interesting switch there. Okay, but that is immediately catching me. Immediately going into my playlist, y'all. Immediately. Okay. I love this Mayday, Mayday. That's just a great melody for a chorus. That's just... It's the title of the song. It's one word. It's just Mayday, Mayday. That's just so catchy immediately. Amazing, great melody they chose for this chorus here. But this song has so many details, like I mentioned in between. I really like the start of the song, where it was a really quick pace switch between the members. Everyone got like one line or so, and then it just continued and continued with switching up the members here. Everyone got something to say a little bit, and before we then went into the rather lengthy pre-chorus, and then into this chorus with the highlight coming at the end with the Mayday, Mayday. Great. Everyone showed off the vocals once again. Everyone showed once again with the voices. All of them just get to shine so much more within the B-side, because obviously in title tracks it's always a bit difficult to give everyone the same type of spotlight, everyone the same type of showcasing the vocals as easily. You have to. It just feels a bit more natural within the B-sides. It's always this feeling, which is why I love the B-sides so much. And in this case, we got a dummy with a little bit of softer rap in between. Generally, the song once again features a lot of piano, rather soft and bright sounds in between. And the ending was interesting, because we got a very long session and part there where it was just a piano once again, just some bright sound effects in the background. Then out of nowhere, basically, bam! The guitar kicks in once again. We go back into the energetic final chorus there, basically. And it's something interesting. I think I need to get a bit used to that finish, because it definitely softens a bit the song down and goes more into ballad direction there. I think stuff like Fly High or You and I did a better job at having the sound, the bright sound still feel, you know, still feel into this energetic and rock type of element. Here I felt a bit too lengthy there at the end, where it really just feels like, okay, it's energetic, then like a ballad, then back to energetic. I will have to get a few re-listens in this one to really feel that ending, I think. But still, this Mayday, Mayday, that's just once again another one of those great Dreamcatcher choruses, just like this. Wake up, wake up. It's just so simple but so effective and stays with you immediately, and that's why I would still definitely call Mayday a great B-side. Moving on to the second B-side of Dreamcatcher Nightmare Escape, the Era mini album, which is With a Star, and I guess is maybe the ballad of the mini album. The title definitely sounds rather soft. We've always had one song within these B-sides that are always a bit more soft, a bit more brighter, completely all the way through instead of just in between. So I guess this may be the one. Maybe it's Scar. Who knows? I guess the best way to find out is by listening to it. So let's start the talking, let's start the reacting. Dreamcatcher, With a Star. Enjoy. Okay. It does sound a bit bright, but a bit more funky, a bit more fun, a bit more happy. Okay, some claps there too. Second song in a row with an intro. Usually you go just right into it with Dreamcatcher, but in this case it's... Okay. Ah, dummy vocals. Nice. Okay. Like the melody here. Some nice background vocals. Hyun's voice always comes in so crystal clear. This is a very bright and happy song, but not in a ballad direction. Really in a fun, upbeat direction. Okay, this is something completely different. This like really compared to the rest, especially the old school songs. This is a cool style there, like talking with one another. The song is so interesting, it's so unusual to their old school stuff. Sion bringing in some flavor, like it. Once again, the whispers in the background. Once again, so many details to point out here. Like this is just cheerful. This is just happy. Very bright instrumental and very bright lyrics. Small bird on my shoulder, I kiss it. He's a star. It's just very, I don't know. It really exceeds such a positive energy. And the instrumental sounds so different to every other Dreamcatcher song this far. But the claps in the background still make it a song you can just move yourself to. Oh, nice background vocal lining there. I just can't stop like smiling about this. It's just, this may be one of the most out of image songs I've heard thus far from them. Really just shows how they're trying to really try stuff out within their B-sides, which is the solely idea of them most of the time, at least for other artists. Okay, that was really something different, and you especially gotta point out this song is 4 minutes long, but it just flies by. It's really hard to put into words. This one really this one really feels so different. If you listen to the song for the first time, it just doesn't sound like a Dreamcatcher song, you know? Because they've already established, like, besides the typical heavy rock and heavy, you know, heavy dark sound and elements, they've already now established the bright sounds mixed with one together. But this just sounds so non-Dreamcatcher, but at the same time still so much like that, because it's still their own flavor, it's still their own energy, it's still their own voices and vocals put into this. But the entire instrumental, the entire song itself, just has this very upbeat, bright, cheerful attitude with an instrumental that just sounds so different compared to every other Dreamcatcher instrumental, because you still sometimes always have the guitar in there somewhere. You still always have like a piano, or you still always have some darker tones sprinkled in between. This was really a fully is it electronic completely? No, you still had some claps and some drums in there as well, but the instrumental is so interesting. The instrumental really just felt so different to any other Dreamcatcher song, and therefore within the lyrics too, because even the flow, can you recall the flow? Because it was mostly vocalized, also just singing. The entire vocals of this one, the entire melody in this one, it just felt so different, and I like it because, like mentioned, B-sides are there for artists to really try something out. That's why some albums have like 20 songs from some artists, because they're like, okay, let's just try this out. Let's just try this and let's just throw it in. Let's see if people like it. And this is the case here with this one, I think, because it's really outside of the usual sound, outside of the usual gimmick, or outside of the usual concept they go. But it's still, I still like this, I think, because like mentioned, it just radiates so much positive energy. I had to smile throughout the entire thing because I was fascinated by it. I think fascinated is the best word to choose here, because it's really caught me off guard. I did not expect this, because even the ballads and soft songs we've listened to this far from Dreamcatcher still sound so different compared to this. There's just something about the song that just really stands out in a very fascinating way. I will definitely have to re-listen to the song a few times to really get it, to really feel it, because the like mentioned, instrumental feels very different. The verses were very calm, very soothing, very cheerful, and the repeating chorus also definitely had something about it. This song will definitely be checked out a bit more off screen, and I may be talking about it again in another mini album reaction down the road to once again like state how I feel about it then, because right now I'm a bit not confused, not conflicted. Like mentioned, I'm fascinated by this song. It's definitely one of Dreamcatcher's most unique songs to date, at least for when you compare it to the other stuff. So yeah, Dreamcatcher Witch's Star leaves me absolutely fascinated. This is a very interesting B-side here, and I liked it. I think. I really think I liked it. I will have to listen a few times to say if it's something I will listen to in my playlist or not. But for now, I can say I liked it. Dreamcatcher Witch's Star. The third and final B-side of Dreamcatcher's second mini album, Nightmarescape: The Era, is Scar. And I can already relate to it, given I have scars myself. But what I immediately got to point out, which I find really interesting about the song, is because I did my homework about this, Dami wrote the lyrics for this. Dami is the only credited writer within this song, so this is going to be interesting. I have not checked that in any other songs, like if other members were included within the writing or in the writing process, or if they were credited. But I read through the comments and saw, wait, what? Dami wrote this, and then or like co-wrote this, and then I was like, nope. She completely wrote this on her own. That's at least what I have got throughout the Dreamcatcher Wikipedia page, or the wiki page from Dreamcatcher. So yeah. That just immediately raises my interest in this by miles. And now, given that we had Witch's Star, which I'm still fascinated by, which was definitely more of a bright sound, fully bright sound, which may have been the ballad for this one, at least the soft song for this one, I'm interested to see where this is going. Dami usually has more dark, energetic vibes within her flows and verses, but we've also already seen her go a bit more soft and bright as well, so no idea what to expect for this one. Dami wrote this. This is going to be something. This is going to be interesting, and I'm excited to check this out. So therefore, let's stop the talking. Let's start the reacting. Dreamcatcher, Scar. Enjoy. Okay. Already hear the electronic sound. Yes! Exactly. Yep, this is more energetic. Witch's Star was the soft ballad song, and now to finish it off. Okay. energetic intro. Now step back to soft piano. I love these back-to-back lyrics when members switch it up. Like, Ian has such a range, you know. She suits all these sounds. Eon coming in great here. Yeah, Eon! Okay, this might be the hardest I've seen her go yet. And then back to... I love this so much. Dreamcatcher wants... This... Nami! Immediately bringing in a flavor. It's... I'm trying so hard to focus on the lyrics, but there's so much to focus within the song too. Because now, pacing it up, it's... The song is such an interesting pacing, interesting instrumental once again. Because it switches so quickly from soft to rather normal, to high energetic, to a bit darker. So much in there. But it doesn't feel out of place either. Nice vocal there. Xeon bringing energy. Jump speed kicking too. Guitar with violin in combination also sounds so great. The use of these classic instruments in combination with these rock elements is just... Dreamcatcher just makes it sound so wonderful. You see this? We're soft and then I don't know, a bam, back into it. This song also needs many re-listens to really feel the vibe, because it's once again so much at once. But damn! This song is crazy, y'all. I'm revealing all my hidden sides. Oh my god, that was... Okay, I'm like completely overwhelmed with this one. Because like mentioned, Witch's Star was fascinating in its own way because it just felt so different to Dreamcatcher and generally. But this song has just so much at once. But in a positive note, because it basically combines all the sounds that Dreamcatcher usually does into one very quick pace, very filled song. Because it just really switches from soft vocal focus with the piano to high energetic with the rock with the guitar, and then back to a bit more calm, usually with just some drums and kicks, and then back to the energetic, and then back to the you know, so much at once here in this point. Especially Gaheon though stood out in this one because that was the hardest I've heard her go this far. Usually she's coming in there as the Magne with the soft vocals or the soft bridge or whatever, but in this case she like really went hard there in the post-chorus or like pre-verse, you know, twice in the song. That's the only stuff she got, but it still stands out immediately because it just felt so different to what we've usually seen from her to this point. Dami had just one part as well, but it was once again her bringing in her flavor with her voice in a very cool flow part. And then we had Zua, Xeon, Geo having and Handong together. These three like made the verses with these back-to-back lyrics, which I often see in Dreamcatcher songs, where it's one half going to one member, then the other to the other, which always makes for such a great. It just sounds so good, you know. It just flows so well within the voices. And Xeon once again had some great vocal range too. Yoheon also packed and once again the energy with this one. And like mentioned, it's so hard to like immediately point out specific parts within the instrumental that I like really enjoyed, because it's once again so much. You had the combination within the violins and the rock guitar. You had piano in there sprinkled in, and it really just went from one sound picture to another, but not messy, because that's a thing that can happen when you do these quick switch ups within a song. That it just feels out of place, or that it feels weird, that it feels messy, a bit disjointed. We recently had it with Aspa as example, and where the song just sounded like 3 songs at once. You could debate this here as well, but given the fact that Dreamcatcher has already to this point done so many switch-ups in a song, where it goes from bright to dark, or soft to hard, or like slow to fast-paced, this was basically just all of it combined together in one very interesting combination. And just like With Your Star, I will be definitely re-listening to the song several times to just really get into it, to just really understand the flow and the melody behind it. It was so hard to focus on all the lyrics because, like mentioned, Dami wrote this, so was definitely more interested in the lyrics here than in other songs. But it was so hard because the instrumental and the many switch-ups in between made it very, very hard to only focus on lyrics, because you wanted to focus on what's happening in your ears. You wanted to focus on the sound, and that's just something I love about Dreamcatcher. Because, like we've now seen within my reactions to these songs, there's just so much about it, so much to point out, so much to be interested in, so much to be fascinated by, so much to just focus on, really. Because there's just so much detail, always sprinkled in within their songs, within their vocals, instrumentals, within the lyrics, and it's just something I absolutely love about Dreamcatcher and the B-sides. They always go ahead, they always try something out, they don't just do the usual regular sound. There's just something unique. Dreamcatcher just remains something special, not just within the title tracks, but also within the B-sides, and this mini album is once again proof for that. Mayday, With Your Star, and Scar all is so different to another. All of them have their own personality and identity, and they all feel so unique to one another, especially compared to previous songs as well. Wow, just wow. That's the main reaction I can give to this, because I'm just fascinated and overwhelmed with positivity, because this was once again one hell of a journey, and it was basically just 3 songs, but it just flew by, and it just makes me want more. Dreamcatcher, Nightmare Escaped the Era. Wow. Alright, so this was it with my reaction to Dreamcatcher's second mini album, Nightmare Escaped the Era. Like seen in my immediate thoughts and reviews to the songs, I'm positively overwhelmed. Once again, a special mini album, so many special B-sides that just really once again showcase what a truly unique and special group Dreamcatcher are, and I'm excited for future reactions. But for now, like mentioned, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the mini album. If you did, glad leave a like below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on the mini album? What are your thoughts on the songs? Because like mentioned, I'm still so overwhelmed with all of the details that were in them, so gladly tell me your thoughts on the songs. It would be very interesting for me to read through it, and as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, then you can gladly leave a sub as well. It would help me a lot. The next Dreamcatcher discography reaction will be coming out next weekend. There will be reacting to the What music video, the title track of the third mini album, which came out just a few months after this one. So in 2018, Dreamcatcher really started picking up the steam, really started going all out there. And the next Dreamcatcher reaction, just usual reaction though, is coming out tomorrow already, because there we will be checking out the Hand Down special clip, which was released a few days ago. But that's just not the only content, obviously. We also have so much other content to check out, so much other releases from May. We have to catch up on so many other releases that are still coming this month and next month, obviously. So we won't be running out of content anytime soon. Either way, I hope you stick around. I hope to see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Have a great time. Have a great Sunday. Have a great start into the new week. Peace out.